And that's where you're going to break out of this range. How high? Nobody knows, because the demand is almost insatiable. Most large institutions want a position in crypto, and they want the granddaddy crypto. They want Bitcoin.
Hello, welcome to another news segment, YouTube and BCF friends. I want to share with you some latest cryptocurrency news. Let's start here with MasterCard. According to an article from FinExtra, Binance and MasterCard launched crypto to fiat payment card. A cryptocurrency payment card from Binance will soon be available, allowing users to utilize their holdings at MasterCard terminals all around the world to make purchases in fiat. The card, which is issued by Credential Payments, will enable all new and current Binance users in Argentina with a legitimate national ID to make purchases and pay bills with cryptocurrencies, such as Bitcoin and BNB, at more than 90 million MasterCard merchants globally, both in-store and online. Maximiliano Hintz, General Manager of Binance in Latin America, says that although payments are one of cryptocurrency's earliest and most evident use cases, adoption still has a long way to go. By using the Binance card, customers can continue to pay with fiat and select their preferred cryptocurrency. We think that the Binance card is a crucial step toward promoting greater acceptance of cryptocurrencies worldwide. The next story is from Papers with the headline, India and China Showcase Strategies for Promoting Web3 and the Metaverse. The Blockchain Forum was started by India to promote blockchain and Web3, and Beijing has announced plans for the Metaverse. The India Blockchain Forum was recently announced by a group of Indian blockchain influencers with knowledge of trade, NFT, Metaverse, cybercrime, and etc. The advocacy organization will use a model of cooperation and collaborate with regulators, the government, business, and research institutions. Two significant Chinese cities have recently made public multi-year action plans with an emphasis on NFTs and the Metaverse. Leading Web 3.0 technologies may become more widely adopted in China as a result of the Chinese government's growing interest in them, much like the central bank's digital currency CBDC, which is already being used by millions of people as a pilot project. And moving on to some Ethereum news from Daily Coin. The merge is coming. Ethereum Foundation announces date for the mainnet upgrade. The long-awaited mainnet merge event, according to an announcement from the Ethereum Foundation, will start on September 6 when the Bellatrix update goes live on the Beacon chain. The Ethereum mainnet proof of work coexists with the Beacon chain, which is the Ethereum proof of stake chain. The merge is a gathering that will combine both chains. Ethereum will be entirely a POS consensus network after the merger. POS is anticipated to lower transaction costs, enhance chain performance, eliminate bottlenecks, and cut Ethereum's energy consumption by up to 99%. So why is it important? The biggest event in history, the migration of Ethereum's mainnet, has been planned for years. It is expected to have an impact on both the price of Ethereum and the overall crypto market. So before I go, I would like to end with this short video. In this interview, Shark Tank star Kevin O'Leary tells why he is excited about this current downturn and why he is now so bullish on cryptocurrency. He further explains major developments that are happening right now that will inevitably push prices up.
Real potential. We're kind of stuck in a range on Bitcoin right now with 23,000. Big miners are making coin, getting awarded coin around 7,000. So the economics are still there to put money in the ground. But the big opportunity, the mega opportunity for Bitcoin, and why I stay long and why I continue to allocate to Bitcoin, is when we get policy and institutions can allocate to it, sovereign wealth and pension institutions, they'll probably put 50 basis points, which is half 1%, up to 1% into Bitcoin. And that's where you're going to break out of this range. How high? Nobody knows, because the demand is almost insatiable. Most large institutions want a position in crypto, and they want the granddaddy crypto. They want Bitcoin. They can't buy it yet. So for all of the excitement when we talk about institutional buyers, I'm also in the indexing business. I service the institutions and the sovereign funds with indexing, and they all tell me they want to index for Bitcoin, but they can't buy it. They don't have any policy, they don't have any compliance infrastructure. So we got to get this done. We got to get some policy. If it's just stable coins and Bitcoin, just those two asset classes, that's a huge win for everybody that's involved in crypto. Huge amount of capital come flowing in. When that happens, we don't know. The first indication would be allowing an ETF with the underlying asset being mark-to-market Bitcoin itself, like they've got up in Canada. That thing had billions in it as soon as it got announced. We don't have that yet. It just got turned down again. And that's why there's a war going on between the SEC and other regulators, a turf war as it might be, on who's going to regulate Bitcoin. We don't have to go crazy. We don't have to get 100 or 10,000 coins. If we could just get stable coin policy, Bitcoin policy, maybe Ethereum, maybe Polygon, maybe Solana, that would be enough. That would be huge. That's a large amount of market cap just right now in crypto.
Are we going to see this catalytic event, this inflection point, where Bitcoin's downward movement since November 10th, when we hit all-time high last year, are we going to see that start turning around back into a bull market because the fundamentals of Bitcoin are so much stronger today than they were 12 months ago, despite the price being 70% lower?
When it comes to Bitcoin, the floodgates themselves is compliance infrastructure at the sovereign fund level, the Norway fund, the Saudis, the United Arab Emirates, our own states, pension plans. If we were calling that asset, whatever we're going to call it, a commodity or a security, and we got that done, I don't care which direction it goes, why wouldn't you be allocating to any portfolio a portion to Bitcoin, just like you would for real estate, just like you would for stocks, just like you would for bonds? That would really change the dynamic on Bitcoin. And when that happens, you have to make a decision. Do you get ahead of that curve, not knowing when that actually is going to occur? Or do you wait until it occurs? Because it'll be, in terms of price appreciation, I believe it'll be dramatic. It'll be dramatic. You could have a gap up 10, 15, 20, 25% overnight because you've opened up trillions of dollars worth of access to a new asset class. That doesn't happen too often. And I think all of the productivity and all of the people that are working on the blockchain and all the projects out there, and I always remind people, Bitcoin is not a coin, it's software. There's lots of really smart guys leaving colleges that are engineering and moving to the United Arab Emirates or the Caribbean islands. They don't stay stateside because they don't have any policy. So all that intellectual capital could come back stateside. There'll be a lot of things happening once we get policy, once we get regulation. And I think you're right. The timing is probably 6, 12 months, but Katie, bar the doors when that happens. It's going to be really wild.
Yes, I agree with Kevin that a tsunami is coming for crypto and he is slowly beginning to buy. So don't be left out. So if you like this video, please click like and subscribe. Please check out our live Bitcoin seminars and webinars, events in the link access to the event platforms that are listed in the description of this video below.